unexpectedly. But as always, we've repaired and moved on. And it's just so nice. Today is the day of the Circle Burner June meet. It was terrible yesterday. We had what amounted to be almost a hurricane. But boy, oh boy, does it look like it's going to be a nice, real nice day, maybe in the 70s or 80s. And we have a lot of treats in store. One of them is we're expecting Bill Hummel to come down with the brand new, I think he's flown it already, but he doesn't have a lot of flights on it, his replica of the Harold Price Valkyrie. We were looking forward to seeing this for over a year. I say this over and over again, only for a point of reference that Karen and I really do enjoy working on our garden, our pond, all of the little things around the house that, I don't know, make a house a home. In the morning like this, when I'm out here having my coffee and reading the paper, reading how the Knicks lost Game 6 at a playoffs. Can't believe it. Anyway, what is really nice, every once in a while, one of the little birds will just jump in this thing and take a bath. So what we did is, for Mother's Day, we got, well, the kids got Karen a bird bath, but they don't go in a bird bath. They'd rather go in the waterfalls. And to tell you the truth, we'd rather go up to the club field. And we finish this coffee and try to get up there early and see who's hanging out today. Who started this garden? I really have become kind of a flower buff. I don't know why. We even have a, looking forward to seeing if this is going to work, a blueberry bush, which is supposed to attract birds to your yard. And it already has blueberries on it. Now the only thing left here, the only sad part of this whole thing, there's one thing left in my whole life that needs to be finished, and it's this roof. And get rid of this dumpster. There's the old roof up there. Mike is still grinding away at it. But we'll have a day without having to see a ladder, a jackhammer, all I want to see is empty fuel jugs and control handles and Valkyries. This time of year, the beautiful downtown streets of Rutherford, tree-lined streets. Boy, when you go up to the field, oh man, it's a pleasant ride. All the flowers are in bloom. It's a great time to live in Jersey. The only problem is the other 11 months of the year aren't that good. Oh, do I love the tree-lined streets of Rutherford. Hope I can afford to live here for the rest of my life. Which is very uncertain at a lot of times. Anyway, off to the club field. The famous Noel Drindak, in an attempt to win judging points, has decided to bring towels for everybody. Right. What are you opening, a goddamn laundry there or what?
It was a motel he stayed in.
A motel?
I use them for fishing.
Noel wipes out the latest Motel 8. Wipes out every towel in the place. Holy mackerel. No, I thought you had more integrity than this. I guess not. Hey, Carlos! Hey!
They never have...
Let me tell you something, Joe. We had a big storm up here.
What, last night?
No, 2 days ago. You should see, I was here yesterday. They were cleaning up the field. Look at what a job he did on his field.
How do you clean the water?
Beautiful.
Just, drag something?
No, they had, see the branches in the back? They've had a big branch fall into the circle. I hope that tree in Middlesex fell down, the one we're always getting too close to.
Well, all of them fell down.
Boy, this guy's here already.
You can unbolt that flying circle and move it.
This is McMaster car gasket stuff? Or where did you pick this up?
Oh, I got it from McMaster Car. This is
Okay.
Garlock makes it.
Let's see did you try it yet?
Yeah, I got it on my plane.
Works real good?
Works pretty good, I think.
Oh, that's nice and thick too.
It's good for $650, they say.
$650.
It used to be rated at $900. They downrated it, but $650 is enough.
Well, if it works, it works. It's whoever was good for $12,000. If it works, it works.
Carbon fiber. I think it's got a little stainless.
It's got carbon fiber in it. You see, there's something metallic in it.
Yeah, I think there's a little stainless in there.
Yeah. Oh, I'll definitely try it.
There's something else I threw in just for...
Let's see what this is.
Those are 10 mil washers for spacing your spinner.
Oh yeah, but you need to knurl them.
Yeah, well, you sand them with some
Yeah, sand them or take a little engraving tool and put the little engraving. I definitely can, use these, that's for sure.
That's 5/16. I don't know what size shaft you got on your end.
Oh, no, keep these. Make me some 1/4 inch.
I didn't make these, I bought them.
We'll buy them.
I don't know where to buy
You are permitted to buy me little gifts from all the stuff I've given you. I give you the best years of my life. I elected you Pope. I voted for you when they had the Pope vote. I let you steal towels from the Motel 8. Where's Hummel? If you've never seen Noel Drindak's toolbox, it's a work of art. Now, just for fun, we were going to take a handful of dirt and throw it in his toolbox. It would ruin his whole thing. I see you got your Playmate in the back here, too. Look at these. Got his Playmate cooking. Got his tool. Where's Hummel? I got to see that Valkyrie.
It's over there.
In the right direction. Let me tell you the story. My plane, of course, is Miss Ashley. I have no choice because that's the name of the plane. Mike decides he's going to name his plane Miss Jamie.
Uh-oh.
So now Mike has got a twin to my plane, kind of within. Now this is Miss Dolly.
Good morning.
Miss Dolly, I love it.
How are you?
It looks
I
great.
built this last night.
It looks great. Did you fly yet?
Got about 8 flights on.
And I believe you did because even your shirt got some paint on.
See?
Hey, Damarel and I went up to that place that sells the rocket ships yesterday. Those 30-foot rockets.
Zeppelin?
And they were having a meet, like a contest, but we didn't get to go to. That is great.
That's
So we have pictures of this in prime, and now we have pictures.
Yep.
Now, just make sure we don't have any pictures of it needing a repair before the day comes.
No,
Let's, shall we?
No. I got enough things to do before the next.
that will not happen.
Oh, great, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See?
That's a good way to make the nose solid, too, if you're even in doubt.
What's that, the cheeks?
Yeah. Carbon gear worked out good for you?
Because it makes a very strong front
Oh, man, it worked out nice. So you could make those cheeks, make a mold and make carbon fiber. You don't have to make one mold, because they're the same.
Yeah.
And then, this would be so bulletproof, you could hit Mary with it when since she didn't deliver the flowers or whatever she's
Next
supposed
time,
to do.
let the pilot put some shoes on before walking on the air.
Hey, Jim.
Don't step in the edge, right?
It's supposed to be my
Jim.
dog. Damarel looks
It's
at it.
Miss
he goes,
Dolly, the
"Oh,
three-toed
sloth."
I know what you're doing.
Oh,
I know
That's
that you had
because
an
she's so
accident.
busy flying and only 3 toes touching the ground.
I'm glad.
You know how rock concert people, they sleep in a parking lot overnight to get prime tickets? Well, Larry, I hope your fly is zipped. Look at this guy sleeping in the club field. Oh, look, he's awake. Only 1 hour to go and they'll let you start engines. What do you got today? You got your old-time stunt plane?
I stayed all night.
Yeah, it's worth it to have this #1 parking spot. We'll get you Yankee tickets. Hey, I got some Knick tickets for Game 7 if you want to buy them.
Bye.
Real cheap, too.
So
In
this
fact,
is
they're
what,
free.
For last year?
Yeah. A Ruffy. Oh, nice spinner. You polish up the spinner?
Yeah.
Looks nice.
Thanks.
Well, Ruffy. They're made from a kit or?
No, well, trace from
Watch, you guys gonna hit my toolbox over here.
trace from a kit. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Run your toolbox over and
Yeah, just drive over my toolbox, McBride. No problem. These guys, no respect. Start the day off with a Brodak Cardinal.
Okay, Carlos.
Right, there's the Valkyrie. Bill Hummel's Valkyrie.
You're supposed to just throw that
Boy, if this doesn't bring back memories when I was a kid, wow. God, was that a long time ago. Hard to believe.
Make him a handle.
How big is it?
His hand.
Do this with your
and-
hand.
No,
Holy shit. You don't need a hand. You need like an inch bigger. Yeah, okay. We can make that.
4 3/4. I measured it from here to here. 4 3/4.
Story of the Harold Price. How long you been working on this? And I know it's
You know, it's been close to 2 years.
2 years. I've been getting
Yeah.
calls for 4 years.
The plans that we used for the wing,
Right.
they were old plans and they weren't drawn real well to begin
Right,
with. So
right.
I actually gave up on it a couple times.
Yeah.
Thanks to Tom McLean for kind of bailing me out.
Yeah, Tom's a good man.
We were able to finally get it finished.
Now, Tom, did he have the same thing? Because the wing is the same in the Crusader and the Valkyrie.
Same wing.
Same exact wing.
He actually read the instructions on how Harold did it. Used 1-inch square balsa blocks to make
Right.
any alignment.
Right,
Once
right.
he kind of explained how he did it, then it kind of made sense. And between the combination of that and using the pin blocks that you suggested,
Right, right.
finally got a wing that's not warped and actually came out pretty strong. And pretty
I don't see
straight.
any big trim tabs on it.
Nope, it's
No, that's all. That's the test. No matter how you build a wing, if it comes out straight, you win. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
it's pretty. It's a pretty honest airplane.
Yeah.
I'm really impressed, Wendy. I got a Tiger 46 in it.
All right, let me see a look at the. I love the colors. You know, Harold, this is exactly the color of his, except this was light blue, not purple.
Well, my wife Annie saw the new Brodak paints and she said, "Oh, we can mix
Wait till you
these."
see. Wait till you see the candy colors. Oh my God.
She,
Mike's got them all lettered up on his plane
She
already.
went wild. So the colors came out great and the stuff went on great. It was real nice to
Yeah.
work with. It was
Jeez.
nice to work with. I only put a couple coats of clear on, a little bit of
Yeah.
buffing.
And how much did it weigh? 45?
46.
Oh.
Honest 46.
Now keep this in mind, just so you know, the pink and blue plane that he
Yeah.
had with the Jap tissue,
Yeah.
that was 34. Imagine how this would fly at 34.
I don't know.
But of course it had a Fox 35. That's
Yeah.
40 ounces right there, or
Yeah.
3 or whatever.
It's,
And no muffler, so that's another. So probably what I'm saying is it's pretty unbelievable to me
Yeah.
when you
Yeah.
get down to that weight.
Yeah.
It looks nice though. I bet the colors I remember when that plane used to come around, the leading edge being pink.
Yeah.
Pink is a color nobody uses.
Jumps right at you.
Oh God,
Well, you
it
see it all
jumps.
good. Looks good.
You know, a lot of the pylon guys use pink because you
Yeah.
can see it in the air.
Yeah, that hot pink kind of.
Yeah, this is like a flamingo pink. Now is that all Brodak dope
All
or?
Brodak, everything.
All right.
All mixed. She mixed
Yeah,
everything. She got
yeah.
crazy. I wanted
Well.
to do a silver canopy. No, she said no. I'm gonna
Well, let her have fun.
The only thing I didn't get done, I didn't get the landing
Wheel
gear
pants?
done. The landing gear and the wheel pants.
Okay.
I'm painting those to match these, and they're just
You made them out of wood or?
no. I used
Oh, the
carbon
fiberglass ones.
fiber and
Okay,
carbon
yeah.
fiber gear and fiberglass.
Yeah, yeah. Make a whole nother set for concrete. That's all.
Yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
basically this.
And then
this
make
is,
the 2 1/4 inch wheels for this field. That's
yeah,
all.
Yeah, that's what. That's
Boy,
what
that
here.
looks great.
So
Harold would be if he could come back to life today and with McLean's plane and
Yeah.
this. Oh
side
man.
profile. I mean, it's
When it
matches
flies.
your drawing exactly.
Tell me something. I saw this when I was a junior. Now picture, I'm 16 years old. I drove out
Yeah.
to Chicago to the Nats.
Uh-huh.
There's Billy Werwidge and there's Vornholt and all these big shots.
Yeah.
And here's Windy. And I got this. And I'm saying, I like my plane better.
I'll tell
Of
you.
course they didn't agree, but
It's
a
nobody else
cool
is gonna have
plane.
one.
No, no.
That wing overhead. I always thought the elliptical wing looked great, like on your Spitfires.
Oh,
This looks real nice.
I hope we can get like a flight when you're flying. I'm not judging or something.
Yeah.
So you can see it from outside the circle. It's spectacular.
The
Like the Spitfires, I think that adds something to the illusion or whatever, that it's got that cool looking wing.
I tell you, it was a fun thing to build, to learn how to build a built-up wing.
Oh yeah.
I can do it a lot better next time. You know,
Yeah, well, it's the
get
kind of thing you
smarter.
can't make a foam wing for this.
Um,
Actually, you know what you could do is make the centerpiece
Sure you
foam,
could.
and all you'd have to do is build this.
that's right.
Or you could make, well, I'm trying. Really isn't that important, you know.
I hope somebody draws some good plans.
Do you have who's got Bobby Hunt has Harold's original? Why don't you talk him into
I talked to him down
giving
at the
him to
Ram show
Elliot
again.
Scott? Elliot will do a nice
I
job on
talked to
him.
him again.
Greenaway
He
still
said,
has the airplane.
He said he's just real busy.
Which one does Greenaway have? The gray one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave him the
gray
gray
navy
one
military.
when Harold died. I gave him
He's
that
got
one.
parts. He's got most of one and parts of another one. He said.
Yeah.
He's got one of them's a repairable plane. I mean, it's all
Is it
there.
really?
Yeah, it's all there. Wings, body, tail. You know, there's hunks of wing missing and
Yeah.
tails ripped and bodies broke, but it's all there.
It could be repaired like Gatus repaired the Defiant. And the Defiant is like a brand new
Schmutz
plane.
around. I should have
No,
used
you
the
know what you
epoxy
do?
light to
No,
begin with.
You didn't.
Yeah,
But the
I learned.
put a black stripe around here.
Yeah, that's
and then
what
put
we'll
some little rivet dots or put the
Yeah.
thing out, so
Yeah.
it disguises it.
Yeah, I tried to use up the old the old SIG stuff. And
Yeah, and see what it'll do.
do
If
that
you
again.
put a black stripe around here, it'll match the lettering.
Yeah.
And then, if you want to, you could just add an 1/8 inch stripe or a little. So then it looks like you planned it that
Okay.
way.
Okay.
Yeah, that's great.
This is.
Boy, when I saw Tom McLean's plane, I almost cried. You don't know because I was a kid.
I know.
I wasn't a spectator. I was flying this thing when I was 16. And then Harold let me drive the car in Pennsylvania. He got tired. Of course, he was always tired. But he said, "Yeah, you got a license, right?" I said, "Oh yeah, I got a license. Yeah. Go ahead, drive a car for an hour." Whoa, wow, I can. And it was night. We weren't even
I
daylight.
saw the pictures in your videos of the two at the meet, and that's kind of what got me
Yes, yes.
interested. So
That's the picture that's on my bathroom wall. You sent me the enlargement of.
Yeah.
You know who has a lot of pictures of it too? I got to get him to make copies. John Misk.
is that right?
John Misk has a bunch of slides, color slides. E-silicone?
Yeah, great.
He glued on a plastic tank and made like a plywood. I guess it's plywood, an adjustable mount. Is that what it is? Yeah, that's perfect. And obviously you made a clunk with a Uniflow.
You can do it. I can do it. Yeah, but that's one.
I had that on there.
No, they don't like. You know what? Look at his feet. Now watch what happens. See, some of them have. No. What I found out is with turtles, if they have web feet, they're water turtles. If they have no webs, they're land turtles.
He was in the middle of the field.
Yeah, I've had a turtle in the pond and he was not happy. He was just hiding all the time.
Well, I brought him here to let him go. And
Probably a little snapping until I bite my finger off.
All right. Lose your foot.
Now listen, I don't want to go to Windy's Pond. Oh no, not Windy's Pond. Oh my God. I have a feeling if they were real water turtles, see, he's not.
He's not.
That's a land turtle, because.
Yeah,
But I'd take him in the woods and let him go.
As I found him here, I brought him home for the kids for 2 days, and I'm letting him go.
Yeah, but he won't eat. The trouble is, I don't know what to feed him.
Roy says he's got like a sanctuary for turtles at home. And he says he feeds most of them dog food. He says, but they're trained. They come right to him when he comes in.
Oh yeah.
I think they eat fish.
The little, the little one I had, Jim, for 2 weeks, he just hid. He wouldn't come out and play. He wouldn't swim around. But he's not happy. I bet you put him down in the woods.
Take him in the back and let him go.
Put him where, yeah.
He was right out.
Put him way out in the back there.
He was right in the middle of the field. I'm flying Thursday.
The groundhog was out the other day.
Yeah.
I was trying to fly here and the groundhog kept walking out and biting my handle. He's cute.
All right, he's going.
Part of the area we were in, Clearfield.
Now he's got on the gold anodized gear that seemed to be very popular. Thanks to Elliot putting him out on a website. He's got a lot of hits on that.
He got maybe 2 more coats of clear on it, to make it look.
By the way, it's a good idea to check out that website regularly. We've been putting new stuff out there every week. And obviously we can't put it in a printed catalog.
He come out to show, I'm finished. I'm trying to help him, and my blades is Damarel. What do you use when you...
Lesson 1.
When you say...
Oh God, they're back! Grumman has let them off for a day. Oh my God, look at this. How you doing, Rude?
All right, how's everything?
Well, I saw the pictures of your new plane. Looking good, man. Looking good.
How's it going?
Thanks to Dwayne, constantly feeding me those pictures.
Oh yeah.
Boy, I wish we were in the porno business with this guy.
Oh, you want porno?
He sends me pictures of a canoe with carbon fiber. Get with the program here. We're into model planes. Look at this.
Yeah,
This is our new
playpen.
Yeah, he's got it all repaired, all.
Reconstruction project.
Yeah, he did a good job fixing it. This was a Crash-O-Matic.
70 feet they all look good.
The top's like an eggshell on that. You can see all the little cracks and everything.
How long did it take you to fix it, Jim? Truth.
A week.
A week?
Took me 4 years to get around to it, and then a week.
Now I know he's telling the truth.
Been living with that for a long time.
Okay, so you can adjust this infinitely now almost.
Yeah.
This is good that it doesn't rub on, make a pinch corner.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
Well, see, I started out, I had another row of holes out here.
Yeah.
I've been moving this back,
Right.
and I've already taken one set of holes off of here this week, or this year.
Okay, so you're sneaking up on having a shorter and shorter handle.
The next thing, which will come pretty soon, is take this row of holes off altogether and move back.
Right.
There.
Let me see where you're going to be. No. You hold it. Don't. You're going to wind up on the red line. At the red line, it'll be like when you've dialed into it, you'll feel real good about that.
Yeah.
And what that lets you do is balance the plane a little more nose heavy and then still have a corner, instead of having to balance it on a ball bearing to get a corner.
And what else it does that I never thought about until somebody mentioned it, it makes the plane feel the same in heavy air and light.
Oh yeah, because it doesn't load. You have leverage then instead of travel. Look at how long these are. This is one of my handles. I don't know who this.
Yeah, yours is about 5/8 of an inch.
Okay, it comes just less than the knuckles when it's right. Well, when it's right for me anyway.
Yeah.
There's another one, but he painted it red.
Yeah.
I think you're going to wind up, my guess is, right around at the red line.
Yeah.
But since you can make these at, it's just a question of labor, really.
Yeah.
That's good.
Lexan and plexiglass.
Yeah. But as long as it works for you, all you care about is it works for you. It doesn't work for somebody else, it's tough, you know. And I'm glad that you're finding that to be a help, because I know eventually it will.
Yeah.
Eventually you'll be better. Yeah. These guys complaining that Brodak isn't selling enough Cardinal kits, so somebody better start buying some of these kits. I don't know, everywhere I look there's Cardinal kits. I think I'm the only one that doesn't have a Cardinal kit here. Ruben, who's responsible for putting on 56 ounces, is it? Well, we're going to see how a 56-ounce Cardinal kit flies.
54.
I think a Jet 60 in there would handle that with no problem at all.
Actually, you know, the Cardinal has a nice thick wing, so it does float real well.
Yeah, did he tape the hinge lines?
It floats real well. That's perfect. That's perfect.
Ruben, if it really, you know, seems slack, tape the hinge lines. Even 56 ounces, it'll fly fine. You don't have to see it. I'm going to make you the video. Go get some tape. I'll tape them right now.
Right. That's on this plane.
All right.
This one's 4 to 5.
You lose a screw on your wheel cap.
No.
Okay, the reason I want to get Noel's practice flight, because we discuss over the phone many times, and of course the motor run characteristics. Noel has been experimenting with different Venturi shapes and sizes for the PA61. This might be the 65, I don't know. Not that there's a big difference, but he's done a lot of experimenting. It's a muffled PA, not a tuned pipe. And I like to see, I think it's only a matter of time before he'll come up with something that'll keep the prop from being loose on the first flip. Oh boy, embarrassing moments instant. Noel, I ain't erasing this. Anyway, just gonna tighten up the prop. Okay, let's see how Noel's motor is running and how his handle's working. And one of the reasons I really, truly enjoy working with Noel is he always finds me, like the little gasket stuff he just came up with. Because he's a legitimate engineer and he finds these little things in McMaster car, like Warren Walker does, by the way. He's always sending me little things to make me crazy. Little titanium bolts. And what we're really listening for here, and I won't talk too much, I want to hear the motor run. I want to hear the 2-4 brake. Because that's the part of it that Noel's been working on lately. Let's see what he's got. Now it looks like he's a little on the lean side here. It's lean for the whole loop, so. Now we'll see if it's lean for the whole, even though it comes back to a 4-cycle. Let's see if it stays lean in the outsides, and then you could think possibly a tank shim would be in order. See, when you've gone too lean, it exposes other problems that don't show up, like the tank shim being wrong. A lot of times if you just run an engine blubbery rich, you don't ever hear it. Okay, now he's got a motor run outside. See it braking rich down at the bottom? So that's telling me sometime in the future, check out a possible tank shim. And in this case, it would be get the tank a 1/16 closer to the mounts. See, now it's staying lean in insides. Now let's see if it goes rich in outsides. And this is a good way to diagnose your, it's another reason video is real good. Let's listen. Okay, it goes rich on outsides, but not rich on insides, square and rounds. So what's probably going to happen is when we get to the square 8 and the round 8, it's only going to have a shut-off on one side of the maneuver. Here we try triangles. Stay and lean for the whole triangle. So my suggestion to Noel would be to try a tank shim. Okay, rich on outsides, stays lean on insides, goes rich on outsides. So it's doing it on a very repeatable basis. By doing it and being able to go back and play the video 50 times, what Noel will be able to do is see for himself exactly what handicap this is. And it's a handicap in the fact that the inside maneuvers get rushed. You can see how rushed that bottom is. When a motor stays lean at the bottom of a maneuver, you get rushed. You don't get that little break. Again, just one more little thing you could pick up off the video. Possibly diagnose your own little motor runs. But see, I don't bother trying to get the vertical right until the horizontal is right. Until I have that shut off on both inside and outside, working on a vertical is kind of meaningless. Okay, Nolan, I hope when you see this video that you can use it, you know, or confirm what you think is happening. And I hope it'll be some help for you. Everybody here is using this meat as a tune-up for Brodak and for the Nats or both. So it's real helpful if we can get a lot of these flights on video. Where's Rudy?
Hi, I'm the Eastern representative.
Are you the Eastern representative for Rudy Technology?
For Long Island.
Oh, look. Rudy's female pilot technology here. Oh, wait, we can't even see. Look at this. How tasteless. How low-key. How low class. My wife would pull that canopy off and take that doll right out.
That's the cowling that he made.
Okay.
Fiberglass cowling?
You made a fiberglass cowl. Oh, you guys are really high-tech.
Yeah.
Look at this. Just like Windy. Well,
Windy gear.
Windy gear. Wow.
Well, he's got an onboard glow.
And what is this, an inboard tip weight box? I won't tell. Shut up.
No.
Don't tell anybody.
That was an adjustment because the thing itself.
Truth. I know all about it. The gods see everywhere. Now this is cool. Okay, so you snap your glow plug wire on here.
Right.
Like Billy Suarez has the thing up there. That's
Yeah.
cool. All right.
He's coming, Rudy.
Yeah, okay, we'll get him.
I got my greasy
I know he's hanging out with the big guys now. He doesn't want to be seen with Windy. I don't blame him.
We're going to fly beginners over on Yon Circle.
Nice roughie here.
What's with that,
Now we just had an unfortunate thing. Stevie McBride crashed his Cardinal. The push rod came out because he had a Z-bend in the wire. Of course, because it's a Cardinal, there was very little damage due to Brodak's extreme good engineering. Anyway, we're going to do a little quick repair. We'll show what went wrong on a video so you can maybe not have to suffer the same consequences. Here's Bob Zambelli's little four-stroke. Great little four-stroke. Boy, this plane flies like you can't believe. If you've never seen one of these little four-strokes go, they are just really cool. And we hope we're going to get that in the Red Baron. We're going to have a four-stroke maybe before the Nats even, or before Brodak's. Only true Mustang in the whole group. The only real Mustang.
Yeah. People tend to believe it'll repel better.
You know what? It's nice. As soon as I can, the needle box stays like one position. As soon as I got to turn the needle, I know something's wrong. But we've been running into some problems with it. The intake O-ring on this engine, the PA does not seat very well, and I've been having trouble with surging. It's all epoxied shut now, though. Nothing will surge, but I didn't like the way the O-ring's done on that. The casting's unmachined.
Somebody just got some O-rings. Who was it? Was it you? No, Vitons. Vitons. I don't remember who told me they were going to send me some. Oh, wait. Warren Walker. I'll send him down to you. Warren sees all the videos.
Well, I have tons of O-rings.
Yeah, but these are much better. I got them in the jet already. Seals it right up. Right up.
You gotta see the surface that intake goes on has not been cleaned off.
Oh, you got a machine. Well,
the thing is, it should be machined.
No, well, it's not the point. What you can do, see, what on a jet you take, and just below that, machine a groove in the Venturi. So even if that surface isn't, the O-ring doesn't stick
I've
up.
already remachined the intake.
Oh, okay.
But tightened, and I still had problems.
And you get that where it goes.
But now, right now, yesterday we had it doing pretty good, but I had a little exhaust leak. But that everything last night, I got it. It should work.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. She's getting better and better though. We're figuring out all the little bugs.
You couldn't get the pipe. What part of the pipe didn't fit?
Okay, you got my message.
Yeah.
We'll have to line it up. I know. I thought my drawing was pretty accurate.
I got the drawing, so I'm dying to see if it's you or me.
Yeah, I
have a feeling it's you.
I hope not. If
No,
it is,
we'll make another ones, no problem. We've got plenty of times for the gnats come, or Brodex even.
Yeah, I'll have to show you, but it's short on both ends. But I think it looks like we could actually add.
I can put an extension on the front, the back, both, cut it in the middle, put it,
Yeah.
Or just make a whole nother pipe. What's the big deal?
I tell you what, it's beautiful. It's light and everything.
It's lighter than the one you have, I know
know.
that. I don't even have to ask.
And Joe picked out a thing yesterday. He thinks my gear's a little heavy because he picked out the bird flying a little outward wing high and a little low the other way.
Did you make a new gear last night?
Oh, overnight, yeah. After I got done
You know what you
fixing
do?
all the stuff at 1:30 in the morning.
Dan, what you do, right after appearance judging, and you know you got the concourse in the bank, these gear go in the van. and nobody notices until after they give you the concourse. I've done it, Dan. Nobody notices at all.
But just put some silly looking wire gear in there.
No, with doors, and checkerboard them. Nobody will remember. Of course, I'll tell everybody. But
Wendy, some of us gotta work, man.
it's just a shame. I told you, when I had the Red Baron and I had these, it screwed up the way it flew.
Did you?
Pizza!
Sure. All right. So
Wendy will order a pie.
we'll fly airplanes here probably and fly.
Oh, we're gonna fly planes as well as eat pizza here?
Intermediate.
You're entering, right, Wendy?
What's that?
You're entering.
Classic.
Yeah, of course. Why?
Classic.
Pick up the Red Baron today?
I'd like to. When do
You got room in your car?
I don't.
Well, you don't need me. You can go to the house. I mean, you can pick up
I'm
a
really
plane.
sorry
can't
we
you?
got screwed.
Isn't that nice, Larry? That thing runs great.
We got screwed up that day because we were working on Dan's.
Yeah, I know. You got to play tune pipes. It takes a lot out of you.
I didn't realize how much.
That's why we're going to 4 strokes.
I'll tell you if we.
No aggravation. Yeah, I like this. Are you kidding? I got a big plane that I can. He's got the motor, of course.
Yeah, I got a brand new Enya 53. I want to try in his Red Baron. And he said
It'll work fine. I
said
even
it's a
got the
little
props for it.
Yeah, you said it's a little bit tail heavy with a Super Tiger 60 on it.
And you need a handle that biases up, or you got to shorten the push rod. I
remember
mean,
you
lengthen.
told me- Yeah, you want to change the relationship between elevator.
Lengthen. I took that laser thing. It's off.
Okay, it
it's-
is.
So just either make a handle that's offset with more up than down, or cut into it. Who cares? Or it's not a brand new plane or anything.
Has it been flown at all?
The last one had it was Kyle.
I saw it. But you have.
Well, they're getting ready to suit up for the competition here.
40 at Brodex, you didn't do anything.
All-time stunt order is posted. Peabody first, Bruno second, Fred third, Dan Banjock fourth, Al Knight fifth, Bob.
What is that name? I can't read that. Rap. Okay, he told me it was
And what do you think it is?
back circle.
These don't fly well anyhow, Carlos.
A lot of them had actually said PDP because I guess there was some patent thing going on.
Fred, can you flush that? Okay, we'll move you down one. How's that?
Okay, we'll give it a try.
Yeah.
I talked to the guy.
Rap, R.A.P.
Oh, Bob Davis.
Carlos, where are you?
It sure is.
And he's going to be after Fred. Right now he's second. Who was it? It was Bruno. I don't know. Richie, you going?
He's all right. He knows
Here's a cup where the old-time guys are flying for.
It doesn't move the same amount with up and down.
But it still gives you.
It's weird.
And the 3 for
there's no...
Oh, you got good. Did you use the...
I got this buffed out last night, boss. It's looking pretty good.
use that...
The threes are back mask, Gary.
Very classic looking paint job here. I heard through the grapevine you were going to come to my house, take hundreds of pictures of my plane, and put them out on my website. Is that true, Mary?
That is true.
How much are these cost? Like $500?
This one was $7.
Oh
and
my God.
that was a really good
Yeah.
price. That was the best price
All
we
right.
got.
That's great. A couple of people have taken 1 or 2 pictures. My brother-in-law took some, but these are really nice.
The cool thing with this camera, it works with a super disc.
Yeah, yeah. How many pictures can you get on one?
On one of these, like 900.
Oh, not enough.
Not enough.
I'd read a
We need
refund
more,
on
right?
this. Yeah, that looks nice. You get them right away.
Yeah.
My friend Elliot, he's into all this stuff, these electronic things. Yeah, that looks nice.
Great stuff. Have you gone on our website yet?
Well, I think we're going to link to it this week. We're going to link to it.
There's a lot of the pictures that we took.
Oh, good, good, yeah, yeah.
Put it up there.
Yeah, cool.
The only thing I want to get another battery. The battery's good for probably 100.
Yeah. Looks like they have an incredible turnout in old time. Well, as soon as the heat of the day, it's getting up in the 80s now. Everybody's trying to find some shade. Everybody's looking to get out of the sun. Now we finally found something that Rich Peabody is in charge of that he's qualified for. And it is Johnny on the spot. But to the infamous McBride technology.
What's that?
Nah, Ruben, one of the things that you did is the horn should always face the part where the wheel collars are is out, so centrifugal force, even if the collar falls off.
You can't bend it now because...
No, on the next plane.
You'll snap it.
And you should never have in this part of the controls, see how flexible this is? Yeah. See, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Now, if you could cut this out and tape another piece of wire right to it, put copper wire and solder it.
I could do that.
Or something. This is a candidate for, oops, there goes the plane again.
Now that's just with, I'm holding.
Oh yeah, it
I'm
bends.
holding the flap. On a nice calm day that might not be a problem, but in the wind when you're really getting whipped up and stuff. That,
see what saved the plane, Dan? The aluminum gear absorb all, they're like an airbag.
Oh, did this crash?
He just whacked it. Yeah, crashed big time. This, what happened? This was Z-bended and it pulled right out of the horn. It just pulled right out.
I could put it in and out.
And let it come. Yeah.
I could twist that with my bare hands.
Put it in and out.
I went.
But when you go home, take all these things. You can't solder on this nylon. Make another push rod and put two on.
Right.
Would be
really
safe.
See what happened.
Yeah.
Because if it happens again, you may not.
Push rod too?
Both of them. Yeah.
This horn is not strong enough, is it?
The horn is strong enough. It's the push rod that's bent. Look what's bending. Look. That's what you gotta have.
real nice are those arrow shafts.
Yeah, you're right.
Those are.
Or just using a piece of 1/8" wire. I mean, you're not going to have the world's lightest plane anyway, so what's the difference?
Well, that's not.
If you're going to keep dipping it in a bucket to paint it.
The paper did not tear with them extra coats of paint on
Who
it.
put the extra paint on, Stevie?
Paper didn't tear.
Yeah, and thank God it's a Cardinal with that amazing Cardinal wing that can handle extra paint.
Extra 20 ounces is what say the
Yeah, build this with a Banshee wing and see what. Build this 56-ounce Banshee and see what happens.
Ted's right though. Don't save weight in the control system.
No. No.
That's not the place.
No, I never have the push rods facing in. So then as soon as something loosens up, it blows it right out.
I didn't say nothing.
Oh, that's another one.
It's like
And I expect to read about this in Crash Repairs, Ruben. You're my next guest columnist.
Well, that's not even.
Things I should have picked up off the video but didn't, by Ruben McBride.
Make that a hole for a change now?
Cardinal, what kind of controls did you put on this, Rudy? Arrow shaft. Okay, there's no way that's going to bend. See, and they're all facing outward. And when they face outward and a keeper comes off, at least you hope centrifugal force holds. Well, that's a valuable lesson. Ruben learned a big lesson.
Yes.
All right, and the aluminum gear saved the plane. From the video you can pick up and hopefully learn from other people's things that they've done or had problems with. Now Ruben has watched about 100 videos and just never picked up the fact that the push rods face to the outside of the circle. Well, I know he won't make that mistake again, that's for sure. Now one of the things Al Knight is known for, when he teaches people a pattern, once they learn something, he runs over and ties their shoelaces together. Anyway, always a man willing to spend his time helping new people learn how to tie their shoelaces. Oh, this guy got a fiberglass cowling on here. He said, who needs windy technology? I make my own fiberglass parts. Are we going to see this fly, Rudy?
Not today.
Not today? Nice cockpit, by the way. I like the woman a little risque with the blouse open.
That's Laura Croft from
Cleavage? Not to me, it's not. I don't know. My wife would see that and she would say, stop hanging around with Rudy.
I was in the garage trying to polish out the cockpit, the canopy.
Polish up breasts, yeah.
Solvent. I thought I was rubbing glue off the clear.
Yeah.
I was rubbing the plastic.
Oh
It all
my.
balled up. I had a big mess this whole side. So I got out the
So after all this thing putting a naked woman in the plane, he goes and rubs it out.
I went crazy. Last night I sat there with 600 grit, and I went to 1200 grit, and then I got out the Gorhams, and I polished the rest of it out with Gorhams, and it came clear again.
Yeah, Gorhams will say.
It saved my life. Otherwise, the whole side was
Question
finished.
for you. You're talking about canopies. I'm painting Glenn Kaler's plane for him. He's out.
Right,
Seattle. He taped the canopy about 3 years ago.
Oh yeah.
Right. So now I'm trying to pull the masking tape.
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
What can I use without
Heat. Take a hairdryer and make it warm. That's a John Brodak trick. He taught me that trick.
What about alcohol or this stuff called Gugon?
alcohol?
Gooby Gone will help get the gum off, but the heat it softens the glue up a little bit. It's a good tip.
Okay, use the heat.
That's John Brodak came up with that, or somebody.
Hair dryer.
Hair dryer.
John, they're gonna send you money for giving them that
I
tip.
haven't
Believe
used
me.
a hair dryer lately.
No cleavage in the
I think
cockpit.
the wife's got one.
So what do you think, Joe? Is Noel coming along here? He's an okay guy. He's a craftsman. He's one of the few. Now, see, if he was a real craftsman, this Precision Aero 61 would have been ground off with that no sign like the Europeans have in 65. You could change that decal. Plus 4, yeah, you could
This
add.
will go to the Nats with a 61 in it, though. The 65 will be in the new plane.
Have you noticed any difference between the two motors? I mean,
Okay, next plane up.
Couple 300 RPM.
couple RPM, yeah.
Pretty much the same engine. The engine lighter. 65? Well, it's lighter because I got titanium screws in it.
Okay,
I got a mag back.
You've got titanium screws, and you didn't send me any. By the way, they're 540 half-inch. What a guy! Wait till he calls up and wants me to help him trim his plane again. Oh! Let's see what these titanium screws look like. Noel, you got, are they 540s?
They're 440.
No, I need 540s. Call up and get 1,000.
They don't make
of them.
440.
I could make one of these carbon fiber for you, you know.
I know you could.
Knock an ounce off. How much does this thing weigh? That's Randy's? Holcroft's?
I got a new one from him. It weighs like an ounce.
All right, we could make it a half ounce. That's for sure.
Is that the one Randy made for you?
Yeah.
That's what I'm, yeah. That's last year's.
How are you happy with it so far, or unhappy? I mean, have you compared, for example, this engine?
I ain't gonna talk on camera.
The hell you ain't, no. I'm gonna leave this on until you talk like a...
I was curious because he's a scientist too. Have you actually done a comparison as far as, have you ever run this engine, for example, in a plane with a pipe, or is it this is your only?
I haven't run with a pipe. I've done a lot of comparison with mufflers, second sound level. I'm working on a quieter muffler for this thing. This isn't very quiet, to say the least.
Yeah, I got here and you were just finishing up your flight. I didn't hear it much. How about power?
That's good for it.
Does it shift the power band, for example? Or is it
Here's what happens. The bigger volume you make this, the wider the power band will be. And the more you make this smaller.
Too, the expansion.
You notice all the new 4-stroke motorcycles? Go look at Kawasaki dealer. The mufflers are as big as the bikes.
You're kidding. The on
4-strokes, yeah. Big volume.
Well,
big volume, always
You
works.
need the expansion capability.
Yeah, yeah. Go look at it. Go look at a 10-year-old Honda and a new Honda.
Oh, the old ones were tiny.
Right, the mufflers were nothing. Now the mufflers are the size of this thing down here. That's modern technology.
They're impedance matched to the engine on the new ones.
Oh, yeah.
So I used to race a Honda. Remember the XL250, the single?
When you added that sandwich, you said, give me a number 10, the heart attack special. Look at the sandwich. Look at this stuff falling out of it. There's cows in there and pigs and goats and fish and Jesus. You know, the whole country of Poland doesn't have that much salami in the whole country. Holy. Whoa. Look at it. You can't even, you need a carbon fiber roll to hold that together. As you probably can see in the back, the flag is just starting to move, puffing around and having the usual circle burner wind where you can't never tell which way the wind is blowing. Gary Lutz is the next one up. And we've had only the one crash of the day, which was repaired, and he's already got his flown again. Giving him a launch. Whoa! Kind of exciting, Getty. Anyway, we're all kind of using this as a little fun tune-up for 2 weeks from now. Less than 2 weeks, we'll all be out at Brodax. And boy, is that ever turning out to be the contest to be at. Got his Tiger 60 cranking up a good 2.4 run here. Big Jim Greenaway designed Pattern Master. I believe it's got the full Big Jim tank, motor, Hemi head Tiger 60. And the classic 242 brake. Anyway, it's coming up on lunchtime, and we got to find some good, high-quality nutrition over at the food counter. I think they have 2-year-old hot dogs, kibasi sandwiches, and ginger snaps. A great combination if you like to fly with a stomachache. Anyway, yeah, I think almost everybody here is going to be at Brodax, but that's all everybody seems to be talking about is Brodax, Brodax, Brodax. Be there or be square, as John says. And we'll be demonstrating the new Brodax candy apple colors. Yippee, we're all gonna die. It's coming. Stay tuned. If you're a subscriber, the videos will come in the mail. You don't even have to pick up the phone or go out on the internet and order them. They just come to your door like bees to honey. So convenient. Being a Windy Video subscriber. Alright, Gary's got his first flight in, it looks like here. He'll be at Brodax. He's using PowerMaster fuel. Just gave him a fresh case of fuel. Be there or be square. Gary Lutz of Maryland. Not the ones that live in Philadelphia, Dan. The 3-toed Philadelphia sloth. Al Knight. We saw this plane in primer, and we see it in full blazing Brodax dope colors. Contact. Crop on. Looks like this thing has a face. Doesn't it look like it has 2 eyes? And a mouth, the way he's got the crook, it's like a smiley face. Contact. As we hit the first real blast of wind of the day. First time the breeze is blown all day long. Al and Mary Knight are 2 of the people that basically do a lot of the behind-the-scenes work for the Circle Burners. Hard-working couple. They run a florist shop, so if you want any flowers, you dial 1-800-AL-KNIGHT, or whatever their phone number is. 1-800-GOOD-NIGHT. We did get to see this plane in Brodax primer. This was real nice. Again, Al's gotten some good use out of the videos, the tips, the information. Been able to pass on that information and help several other people in the club, so kind of nice that this is all working out. You can see we're getting into some bumpity bump air here where everything's bouncing around, as can happen at this field, as usually happens at this field. Every once in a while you do get a day where the wind is predictable, but this looks like from this point in the day on, it's going to be a little more unpredictable. We've had a good first part of the first part of the day. But it looks like that's not going to happen for a whole day.
Okay, bye.
What's your name, George Aldrich?
Yatsko. New kid on the block.
Yeah,
Hillsdale,
18 years old, right?
That's correct. I'm the guy.
Good man. And his dog?
Recognize your voice.
Oh yeah. Don't you get sick of hearing me on video?
No. I cannot believe that you sit there with the socks and rub that much.
Oh yeah. That's dedication.
Unbelievable.
My wife gives me a choice. She said, I can use up my old socks, or...
I know, I felt so bad. I said to him, you want to give him all your old socks? When I was like, good.
People think we go to Salvation Army and buy socks. We don't. I have plenty of them. My wife doesn't buy new socks till after I'm done buffing a plane.
So what is it, cotton socks? Is that what it is then?
Yeah, whatever it is.
See those will be in a video one day.
Where do you buy the worms?
Sure, see these?
Oh, yeah.
See these socks? They'll be in a video next year. Well, maybe not.
I've been looking for worms everywhere.
I got it. I got it.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah. You could train this dog to buff. Oh, see, he wants to buff my hand down. Nice and hot, eh?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Bill Hummel with the Valkyrie, and we missed the first part of the flight. I'm sure Tom McLean will want to see this footage over and over again. Hey. And we're going to try to get Pat Johnson to draw up the plans and make a nice article for Stunt News, hopefully in the future. Nice motor run. Bill Hummel. A nice tribute to the late Harold Price. As always, a nice classic motor run. I love that wing shape. Can you see the profile of that wing go overhead? Very original, way ahead of its time. And still a great flying plane. For anybody who wants something unusual, the Valkyrie. The Bill. And his wife, who picked out the color scheme. Good choice. Obviously, we're in the expert part of the contest now, and Jimmy, I've flown. Jimmy's second, Joe is third, and Danny's fourth, and I think Noel is fifth, but I'm not sure. And I don't know how many we're going to be able to get, because of course we are judging, so whatever we can get. I know people from outside our area that don't get to see these people fly enjoy watching a flight or two. And of course, that's what's nice about the Brodak. The meet is we get to fly for, I don't know, 4 days, 3 days, whatever. And inevitably we try to get everybody on the video, but obviously sometimes that doesn't totally work. Carlos Serra, I think, did some, see what happens, these guys just grab the camera when I'm up, and whoever grabs the camera, I think Carlos had the camera. But we try to get it so you can see, and if I'm remembering back, you can kind of critique that the wing went over crooked. I'll go back and play the flight in my mind here a little bit. One of the triangles was a low pull-out, I think the first one. And then we were getting some cranky air there around the square 8. I don't know, I'll have to look back and see if Carlos got any of that. But overall, the air has been flyable, and there are times at this field when, boy, 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, I'm trying to remember, they had a contest where basically not many people, if any, got a real flight that wasn't in some way dangerous to crash the plane. Jimmy, of course, is the advanced national champion of, and we don't know the year. I was there and I forgot the year, so it shows you what I know. Another guy who does a lot of work behind the scenes, helping people out, fixing motors, fixing planes, doing the kind of things that, no, not everybody wants to do. But he is a contributor. That's a big thing in my book anyway. Now because, just one of the things that's funny, because we have our subscriber tapes going to foreign countries now, including England and obviously Japan, what happens is we've established almost a whole new network of friends that not only have known us through email or mail, but know us through, oh, that's Jim Damerol with the White Pattern Master, or it's Joe Adamusco with the Spitfire or something. And I always appreciate hearing and seeing from the people overseas. It's just, I think they appreciate the fact that it's really difficult or impossible for a lot of them to physically be here and visit us, but through video, through the magic of video, we can kind of look at each other's flights. And I know Paul Winters had the idea for a long time of getting a camera and doing some the equivalent of windy videos in England so that he could share them with us, because you know, we don't get to go to the British Nationals, we don't get to go to the World Championships. We're kind of saddled with being here at on the East Coast, and just nice to be able to share the world of stunt. The world of stunt is so diversified, and I find it so interesting and entertaining. Even with the people that just, they may live here around here, but don't make a meet, miss a meet. Billy Simons is recovering from a severe stroke, and we're going to take up a card. Sleepy got him a card, and we're going to try to all sign it before the day is over. I hope that'll cheer him up. I'll send him down a copy of this video. I hope that'll cheer him up. And Bill, obviously, we all wish you well. A true hero of mine, and I will write something about Bill Simons in Stunt News. He was a very influential person when I was young. Always helpful, always fun to be with, and always tall. And what else can you say about Billy Simons? He was some builder, some finisher, and boy was he a flyer. Goes without saying, if you remember back that way. Jim Damerol, first official.
Be careful.
Warbird flight number 208, mission over Berlin. Joe Adamusco, pilot.
Well, wait, you're down.
You gonna do the launch, Gary?
Yeah.
Okay. Gary, I'm looking forward to seeing your new plane. Man, I know you're overdue for that front row at the Nats. Oh man, you're gonna kiss that, hug it, sleep with it.
I still got my little, remember the year I crashed?
Right. You got the little piece?
I got my little,
yeah.
my little top, my little 20.
Yeah.
My little 20, I still got it. It's in my frame. I kiss it every day when I go in the shop.
Over here with me. I was battling that wasp the whole damn flight. Wouldn't go away.
I saw you. Joe Adamusco, first official. The Silk Torpedo. Super Tiger 60 by Big Jim. What a finish on this plane. You really can't see it in the video, but it is absolutely, positively flawless. If you don't think the air is crazy, look at the trees behind Joe. The trees behind Joe, and the flag is not moving at all. Hardly at all. Okay, we all got the bad air today, Joe. You win, I lose, we all lose. The Silk Torpedo. Oh, nice. Awesome. It looks to be one notch rich, Joe, but I'm sure it's plenty close for a flight. And this plane from time to time can run a little tight on fuel, so obviously you don't want to There we go. There's the run we love. Come on. That nice hard 2-cycle up at the top of the maneuvers. Poly 3-bladed prop. Reworked and pitched by Joe. Joe makes his own gas tanks. In fact, he made the tank in Miss Ashley. You can see what happens. The planes tend to really slow down here when they get into that dead corner.
There's some lines out behind you real quick.
I got you. Bill Hummel's setting a fire in my back pocket. Dropping a lit cigarette in my pants pocket. I don't know what they're doing back there. Anyway, trying to get from a couple of different angles here, but you never know which way the wind is going to go. I see the battery light coming on, so that means we may not get another flight out of this tape, out of this battery. So if we don't get the whole flight, Joe, my apology, but we'll just run till the battery goes dead. In fact, we're limited on the batteries because there's no place we can plug in a charger here, and we really only have 2 batteries. But we'll certainly try to get what we can. I know the guys in Europe just love the fact they can be here and not have to fly that big Virgin Atlantic flight across the ocean. Next up, Dan Banjock. And we hope this battery is going to last at least for another flight. Anyway, wonderful turnout. Wonderful weather. Just everybody kind of lounging and cooling and chilling and getting ready to do the big Brodak thing 2 weeks from now. Bill's got the hobby shop going. They got the cooker and pizza's on its way. Pizza. On its way. The old lighter fluid start trick. And hey, if you've never seen this model in person or up close and personal, I don't know if Dan's going to be able to make it out to Brodak's. He has some kind of the club has a commitment at the naval base, so I don't know that they're going to miss it, but hey, you want to get to see this model up close and personal. I sent pictures in to Stunt News, really nice pictures, and we're going to get more. My friend Art Raspberry Yoda is here with a digital camera. We hope at the end of the day to have 700 pictures from this contest. He's been shooting pictures for 4 hours. He has 700 picture capability. So out of 700, if I shot them, maybe 2 would come out. He may get 3 to come out. Who knows? Now, usually when a pipe engine sits and hasn't been run for the day, a lot of times oil will get down in there on the plug, and 1 or 2 drops of lighter fluid usually do the trick. This will be Dan Banjock's first official. There we go. Lighter fluid to the rescue. Dan's chosen to run the big, I think it's 13 1/4, 2-blade. It's a PA61, a Billy Wurwitz pipe. And we always like to have these flights cataloged for our own reference, so we can either be of some help or some service or something. Looking back at them, you can get the motor runs, the lap times, maneuver times, a lot of good information. Okay, we're ready on a firing line. Miss Susie Q, first official. Susie Q was the winner of the 76. This is a mostly prototypical paint job. Steve DeJulia was instrumental in helping Dan. I'm sure he'd give him a big chunk of the credit. They used Steve's world-class shop to do the finish. A lot of the checkerboarding, a lot of the finishing technology came from Steve DeJulia. Looks like Dan's getting a few hot laps here. I'm just guessing this is faster than Dan wants to go, but he's going to tough it out. World-class pilot, and it's my prediction. My prediction, he's going to do very, very well at the Nats. And we're going to try to help him get some of these little things sorted out that need attention. Certainly you don't want to have a lean run like this at the Nats. See, when you're going fast like this, it's hard to hold bottoms. It's difficult, and it's only the fact that Dan is a world-class flyer, and believe me, he is a much more highly skilled pilot than you would expect until you watch him fly a couple of quality type flights. He has come through in a pinch, just like Reggie Miller knocking out the Knicks. He's like the Reggie Miller of the Knicks. Anyway, we'll see what happened with this run, but he's still getting in a very nice pattern. Bill Hummel flying the Valkyrie, inexpert. Follow Sarah, giving him a launch. Nice mellow sound coming out of this Tiger 46 here. Oh man. Annie, we love these colors. They show up well in the sky. Watch how that leading edge looks as it comes around against the trees. It really shows up. Now we're going to suggest that Brodak come out with Annie Pink. Anyway, people overlook the color pink as a good color for planes because it really shows up in the sky. It really is a good bright color. Now there's a motor run. Oh, I love that motor run. Woo-hoo-hoo. And his Jet 50 is the best motor run I've ever heard. Just unbelievable. Now I hope out at Brodex we can get Tom McLean and Bill to get these two together again. Get some photo ops. My friend Art is taking some pictures here. We'll have good photo coverage of this. It may not look it on the video, but it's turning into a challenging wind day to figure out where the wind is. Watch that crazy air up there, Bill. And unfortunately, I see the battery light coming on. We may not have a lot of battery left today, but we've tried to get everybody on, get as much action as we can, but as I've said before, my brother-in-law was shooting a wedding yesterday and he never returned the batteries. Roy, it's all your fault. Anyway, this will probably be the end of what we can get. And hey, we hope you've enjoyed the video. Pass it around, share it, enjoy the pizza, enjoy the good times. You couldn't be involved in a better hobby if you wanted to. Uh-oh, careful, careful. Oh, don't even think. Oh, God, I hate this. This is the part I hate. Ooh, right there is when you don't want it to cut. Bill Hummel.
Started at the 5.2, then and it's sped up laps before it went back to 5.2, which does not really look like.
Now, in today's mail, and while we're working on several other smaller projects, I have a request for some help. This fellow's over here, his name is Igor Pachenko, and he's from Los Angeles. And what he's looking to do, he's obviously here from Russia. He brought over a model. This is not a take-apart model. It's a one-piece model. He stayed with Gene Martin, and I'm kind of reading this from his letter, his request. He's over here, he managed to find a job through a friend. He's a model maker. Obviously, he's a very highly skilled modeler. And what he needs, and he needs it desperately, is somebody to find a way of getting this model or helping him get this model from where Gene Martin is in Florida, basically out to LA. Now, one of the thoughts I had, and I had written him a real detailed letter, it included two things. First off, he's never used dope as we know it. He's always used the Russian equivalent of automotive finish. So he was a little uneasy about using dope for the first time. He's obviously building a new model, and so we wanted to get him out a copy of the Brodak dope tapes. That'll help him out. But the thing I really don't have a solution for, I really don't have a way of helping him yet, is if anybody out there has a way that he can get this model from Florida to the LA area, boy, please contact him. Now, this is his address, and I'm sure he'd appreciate any help, any ideas, what I suggested he might try. I know several people, Bob Hunt for one, Jim Borelli, Woody Midgley, have boxes. I don't know if he'd be willing to pay the cost of shipping an empty box to Florida, having it boxed, shipping it to Florida. You see there's 3 shippings involved, and obviously it could get expensive. But if anybody has even a better idea than mine, that's what we're looking for. Now, I'm sure he'd appreciate anybody's help.
Once in a while, we have an adventure in the shop that you can never plan this. You never know when it's coming, but it seems like about once a year I have an adventure similar to what I had today, and I'd like to share this with you. Why? Of course, part of it is I got to answer the phone. Let me get the phone first. We have an adventure. The problem with all things in life is you can never plan when these are coming. Now, let me backtrack. Taking my mother shopping, as we do every Friday. We go down this same road every time, and the guy in front of me hits a baby bird. Throws him in front of my car, which then I hit him, and not hit him with the tire, but the wind blows him into the oncoming traffic, and 3 other cars go over him. Each car that goes over him, he goes closer to the curb. I'm looking at this in the mirror, and he winds up 6 inches from a sewer drain. So being the fool that I am, I stop the car. My mother almost goes through the windshield. She's yelling at me and everything. And I go get the bird, and he is unconscious. I mean, he is flat. He's missing feathers, and he's a mess. But I know he's alive. I can sense that his feet are doing this, so he's still alive. So anyway, I put him in a box, and we go shopping. When I come back from shopping, he turned into a bird. I take him down to the animal hospital in town. They x-ray him for free, and they say there's not a thing wrong with him. He's just in shock. And they gave me these phone numbers to call. The Birdie, believe this place, the Birdie Boutique. I go to the Birdie Boutique, and where they raise baby parrots and cockatiels, and she gives me this special food for feeding birds. Special, you know, like windy carbon fiber food kind of stuff. Anyway, make a long story short, I don't want to wake you up now. I hope I'm not ruining your day here or anything, but my little friend is going to be joining us in the shop. Now, we've tried to save baby birds many times, and every once in a while we manage to save one. This guy looks big enough that it may be we can save him. I don't know. He's been eating. He's been sitting on my hand. I know, you want your mommy, and not me. I'm not the mommy. Aw. Now, they hit you with all those big cars and they just drive away like they don't even know that you're there. You're a bird. A bird is supposed to fly away when danger comes. All right, we're going to mix up some of this concoction here. I know. But you want to be on video either way, so. Hey. So this is our adventure today. I never know when they're coming, but we seem to get more than our share. I wonder if that means feed. I know you're all wet and everything from me. See, I'm trying to feed him, but half of it's going in his eyes. I'm not your mother. What do you expect? Oh my God! Wait till Karen comes home. Mike couldn't work on the roof. He's been in here playing with the bird for the last half an hour. All right, Bird, we got to come up with a name for you, and I hope you live, Birdie. Anyway, he's going to be Shop Bird for a while. Come on, we made him a little box. Mike made him a box. You want to go in your box? Hey, Brzezinski, come on. No, you want to go on my arm. I'm not your mommy. I'm not your mommy. You're on my hand again. No, you're supposed to go in the box. Oh, okay. Now, let go. There you go. There you go. Oh my God. He is definitely cute. I hope you learn how to eat better. You look like me when you eat. No, you don't jump out. You stay in there. Life is full of adventures. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh man, this bird won't eat. Eat. Make him a little house here. You better eat soon. Actually, he was eating before. Probably full. How about a slice of pizza? Now we got up to the field just a few minutes too late to witness the first flight of Rich Peabody's Easky Noble, which he's been finishing over at my house some of the time. I think it's the first one he ever really buffed out. It's got a Randy Smith 36 in it. He claims over the phone it was 42 ounces. I guess we'll go over and pick it up and we'll find out. Anyway, we'll get a look at this a little bit later. Now after a shocking control system failure, Reuben McBride decided he went right to Home Depot and bought railroad ties for controls. What'd you do, just buy steel? Brass?
A couple more ounces don't matter.
Well, it's only 70 ounce. What? How much is this thing now? 50, gotta be an ounce heavier. Doesn't matter, fly it. It's got a big thick wing, fly it. Anyway, what he did, he replaced the nylon horns with, looks like sheet brass. Soldered push rods, no more little Z, well, he's got one Z-bend. I see one Z-bend, Reuben, I don't know. Let me show you another thing that's wrong with what you did, and I know you don't understand, or you wouldn't have done it. the pivot point for this, when you have a horn that rests on here, this has to be in a line with this.
Right in the first part?
By putting this back, you've turned it into a Rabe rudder. It's unequal controls. It's called exponential.
I'll give him more meat up front.
No. What the pivot point? You can put the horn here, but the horn should have a bend coming forward, so that the pivot point lines up. If you drew a 90-degree turn, look at how a regular horn comes up. Now, if you put this horn back here, the controls, the ratios, if you make a graph, it's called exponential, but they're not equal. Now, this may be acceptable, but it would be better if you're in right. And you can put the horn there, you can put the horn here, as long as the pivot point is up here. You see how Dan Winship makes his horns? He's got like V blocks. Doesn't matter. It's where the pivot point is relative to 90 degrees from that matters. So just, if you can do that on the next plane, that'll make it better. It will. For sure. And of course, not flying into the ground always helps. A beautiful aluminum landing gear, now known as the Reuben McBride airbag system. Boy, they saved the plane, not a scratch. I'm so impressed. Brodak's going to equip all his kits with airbags from now on. Like this, it's already 97 degrees here on my little thermometer. The air gets so funky and crazy, you really can't do any flying, but it's good for doing what I'm doing. I have another motor that I'm just putting some runtime on, and I was going to do some runtime on Rich Jacobone's motor here with the old Strega plane. But of course, Rich, let's see what he done. Two Stregas facing the face-off. Hey, very nice, very nice. He's very good boy. The truth is, Stevie really did learn a valuable lesson. First off, when he built this plane, he was under the tutelage of his father, who really is a world-class scale builder, and they really overpainted it by about 2 quarts. Then they had the problem with the humidity. They were painting in a garage, the humidity was high, and they had to put even more retarder and clear on it. So I think one of the things they could do, and it seems even at 50, now it's 57 ounces, I think, it still seems to be that it flies okay. One of the things they could think about doing over the winter is sanding a lot of the clear off. Keep in mind, this is really a heavy plane, and it seems to hang out there real nice. Or they could look to just put a bigger motor in it, like a 51, a motor that would turn a bigger prop. I've suggested they try taping the hinge lines. Another thing you could do, tape the hinge line. And believe me when I tell you, you build a plane with a thin airfoil like a Banshee or something at this weight, it could really be a problem. Actually, they don't even have a bad motor running the plane. Okay, the wind, good, smart. The wind is getting too hawky to even fly here. We're gonna actually call it quits here pretty soon. Herman to prove he can still get it. Watch that air, Rich. It's getting hawky, baby. Anyway, Rich got his. How many hours did it take you to buff this out? A couple days?
I don't know.
It actually looks real nice. Now, this is the first time he's done this level of finishing, and I think it looks real nice. And it flies real well. Just do a couple of flights on it now, it flies real well. I don't know, I'll tell you, if it was up to me, I'd be real careful right now. The wind has really gotten hawky here. Uh-oh, we got a movie star. Mike? Mike the Human Stooge.
Jimmy says the wing of your airplane's flexing.
Really? I guess we'll just have to get busy developing that carbon fiber wing.
Mr. Backwards.
Rich Jacobone tempting the wind gods here. Most of the sensible people have put their stuff away. It's creeping up on 100 degrees and it is crazy windy. Hey, I like that one. Great. Speaking of that, he comes in. Crazy Mike Cooper brings his Cardinal here. Let's see the wind play havoc with his flight here. Anyway, that is a significant thing, by the way, on the control systems. You really would like to have that, at least I would. And there may be some counterpoint, some scientific counterpoint to not having it there, but I like having it there. And I know there's all kinds of systems with exponential canceling angles in them, and every one that I've seen seems to, I don't know, seems to somehow miss some of the basic points of laying out a control system. You really can't get certain things in line like the bell crank unless you use all kind of ball links and fancy things, and then the thing gets, to me, gets complex, gets heavy, prone to failure. There's nothing better than just a bent piece of wire. At least for me. In my humble opinion, keep it simple, make it straight, keep everything at 90 degrees, I think you'll have a good shot. Don't make it too cute. Oh, nice wind. Nice wind, Rich. George Aldridge found a cute thing a couple of years ago. We taping flights from a tripod, and you don't see the trees moving until you play them on fast forward. When you play them on fast forward, it looks like a hurricane. This field can really be dangerous to fly. So we've already packed our stuff in for the day. We're going to go work on our garden for a little while, get some new shrubs to plant. I got an underground watering system I'm installing now, of all dumb things. And I have to feed my baby bird about 6 times a day. This little guy is just eating me out of house and home. We've been feeding him, we're probably overfeeding him about 9 times a day. Everybody that comes to the house wants to feed the baby bird. He really is cute. All right, looks like Rich got a little bit of a break in the wind here, but it sure was no bargain before. And boy, this field, when it gets over in the high 90s, is brutal. I don't know why. There's just very little shade. Oh, nice air, Rich. Nice air. I was real happy to hear Joe Adamusco whipped out the plans to his very scale, Al Rabe kind of amount of scale P-51 that he had drawn last year. And sounds like from the emails I've gotten from him, he's getting stoked to build a new plane. And I don't know, there's nothing better than getting stoked, starting those dreams of what will be. Uh-oh. Live to fight another day. This ship, of course, has a Jet 50 in it, a 50. And Jim Rich's new Strega, the new one, has a 60, so kind of got one of each going on here. Yeah, somebody's stealing Jack of Bones' car, it looks like. You had the best air of the day here. What'd you waste it for? That air was great.
When it's windy and you're flying in the wind, it speeds up. Okay. I may leave it like here, and I'll tell people I did this on purpose. You know, on a windy day, when you fly in the wind with a Uniflow tank, it speeds up going downwind and slows down going upwind.
Right.
Exactly the wrong way. So I opted to put the Uniflow pointing down here. What do you think?
Pointing down. Why didn't Gene Schaefer ever think of that?
The wind.
I didn't even see what you did. What did you do?
Actually, I crossed the lines, but
I don't think Gene Schaefer ever did that. Well, if you're going to screw up, always take full credit for it, Rich.
Well, I'm thinking that's an invention.
Plenty of people here that do screw up. There's no shortage of funny things happening on this field at any given time.
I was here Saturday.
Especially when the air gets bad like this.
Customizing of the field.
Well, common sense is prevailing here. We're going to get out of here before we have to witness a crash.
You were so young. I thought you were older than that.
You may be thinking, it's just a terrible day at the field. Just wasn't even worth going up there today. But the birds don't care. Let's see this sucker. By the way, I have to feed this guy about 6 times a day. Hey, are we hungry today? Are we hungry? Oh yeah, he's hungry. This is a balsa wood stick, by the way. If you ever want to feed a bird, balsa wood is good. Look how he thinks his mama's made out of balsa wood. I'm not your mama. And if you can keep a little guy like this alive, now I've had mixed results. I've been able to keep some of them alive, but certainly not all of them. Had a couple little blue jays die a year ago, 2 years ago. But this little guy, you know what the problem is? We don't even know what kind of bird he really is. Are you hungry? I'm not your mama. Face the camera if you want to be a movie star. Well, look, watch how he responds to me. Let's talk Polish. Ski. Ski. Ah, are we hungry again? Now I know just Buzz Brodak is just out there saying, Wendy, you've lost your mind. Come on. Not hungry? Not hungry? Oh, he's always hungry. Always hungry. Wendy, you're such a good guy. No, I'll tell you, and I've said it again and again and again, boy, there's more to life than just model planes. And I picked this bird up. This poor guy was whacked by cars and everything. He's turned out to be a lover. Oh my God, when I have to release him into the wild, is it going to kill me? I'm not your mama. And you're probably thinking, well, what the hell's this got to do with model planes? I'll tell you what it has to do with model planes. I come home, look, he's going to go to sleep now. I come home, and it's an unflyable day, and I still have things to do, things I have fun with. Oh my God, is he cute? I don't know if you can, we're trying to think of a name for him. Name the bird, he's like Brodak bird or something. What a lover, oh my God. Look at this, he's just starting to grow his tail, look at that. Hey. Hey, movie star bird. Anyway. So this is why Windy never gets to win the Nats. Look at this. He's playing with the bird all day, feeding the bird. Oh my God. Buzz, if you only saw this guy, he is the cutest. He's absolutely the cutest little guy. And to note it, he's been saved from the bowels of four-wheel drive Jeeps running him over and everything. Now watch, he peeps. How do you say I'm not your mommy? I'm not your mommy. What a cutie. Alright, back to model aviation. Oh my God, look at those eyes. We have testing to do, we have props to make, pipes to make, and here I am wasting all this time with this poor little bird. And he sleeps on me. Look, he just falls asleep at will. He just in the middle of everything. He just... Oh, shush. He falls asleep. So the moral of this story is never let a little hurt baby bird die. Always pick him up, take him home, feed him or bring him to Windy's, and let's see if Windy can keep him alive. What a lover.